Hello, my lovely air placements. That would be Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. I am Empath Divine, your intuitive reader. Welcome or welcome back to the channel here. Happy Friday whenever you come across this read. And this is going to be a self-love, self-care message for your highest good here because self-love and self-care is always important. Before anything else, self-care and self-love should be the main important thing because that definitely can help you to attract everything else you need for your highest good. Feel free to look at your other placements and your element charts, so that can be in your fire, your earth, and water placements. And you can always book a personal read if you like to get more in tap with some self-love, self-care messages for yourself to help you throughout the day, throughout life, whatever you need to know. Feel free to look in the community tab to book with me after this video. I hope you give it a thumbs up and share. And if you're new, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libras, I hope you stick around. So I did this also as well too because I know it's retrograde and I know it's a lot going on with emotions here. So we're going to see what you need to know in your highest journey here, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. So what does Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini needs to know here, Spirit? When it comes to your highest good here. Self-care message. Okay. Give me 1 minute. We're going to pull out another card. 49 could be significant as an angel number, and 47. So your first card here is telling you to spend time with friends here. Okay. And I feel like, of course, it's going to say spend time with high vibrational friends. It could be some of you have friends that's been trying to hit you up and going, hey, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, let's go out, let's get a bite to eat, let's chill. And maybe you could be kind of standoffish. I feel like it's because of stress. For others, though, you may be saying right now at this read and saying, well, I don't have any friends. And I understand how that can be. So you can be very introverted. But I definitely do feel like you are going to have a soul tribe friend. It could be 3 people that's going to come in very high vibrational and supportive towards you, but I feel like you might have to be kind of open towards it. I do feel like there's going to be like some seminar or some type of event you can go to, and you're being encouraged, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, to go. And you're going to meet people, because I feel like some of you can have a little bit of, I don't want to say communication issues. I could just feel like maybe you feel like you have some type of awkwardness when it comes to getting to know people, but I feel like a lot of that could stem from childhood, perhaps, of like socializing. Maybe you feel awkward when you socialize because maybe due to you didn't really make a lot of friends when you were young and things like that. But I do feel there is some high vibrational friends that's coming in. And for some of you, you already have, some friends here. Be around your supportive friends here. I feel like there really are some true friends that's been a little worried about you, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, and they want to just see how you're doing, okay? But like I said, for others, don't force yourself to hang around no friends. That is toxic, okay? Don't be around the fake ones that just want to claim they want to see how you're doing just to get the 411 on your business. So I'm not going to suggest that you do that, but this energy here is high vibrational read. So these are friends with good energies, even if they're like associates. Maybe this can be somebody you work with and they got good vibes here. And I feel like if you take them out on their offer and go out for a bite to eat, you will be very surprised in how much you guys may have in common with each other's, okay? Because I feel Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, you guys are really good socializers. I always say that, like, swords is intellect. You're very intelligent. You really know how to hold a very good intellectual conversation here. You guys can talk about some of everything. So, you're good listeners, but maybe you just feel a little awkward when it comes to talking, okay? You also have here sound healing. Sound healing is very therapeutic here. If some of you have been thinking about getting a sound bowl, I will highly suggest that you get it. If you look here, you see like her auras. This definitely helps your chakras vibrate. It gives me the vibes, if any of you are cat lovers, and if a cat ever set on you and you hear when they're like doing that noise, that vibrating frequency heals. You don't understand, like, the sound healing heals all of the trauma and toxic out of your body, and it heightens your intuition and your chakra levels. So if some of you, I would suggest too, because I have it in my playlist, if you look under meditation and healing, but it's a lot. Or you could just type in sound healing bowl and just take a minute to look at it. Just listen to it, listen to it at night or whenever you feel anxious, and just listen to the music, how it feels. If you wear your headphones, you're going to feel a tingling feeling inside, and it's going to be getting those chakras aligned. But if some of you been thinking about this, I would highly suggest that you get I was going to say a water bowl, but get a sound healing bowl here because it's very therapeutic to your chakras. It can help you align it. They do have some people that do sound healing sessions. So if some of you feel like, well, I don't want to do this on my own, you even could look that up. under Reiki for sound healing sessions. But I mean, I feel like it's even dope when you actually do that yourself. You know, I feel like it's more intimate when you do that on your own here, okay? Anything else for Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini here for their highest good? Thanks, Spirit. We have make an altar. Okay, number 16 could be significant. It turns into 7 here. So making an altar, anytime this card comes out, I feel like this is your ancestors, your loved ones, high vibrational, of course. They're connecting towards you. So if none of you do not have an altar of your loved ones and your ancestors, this will be a sign that they need you and they need you to make this altar for them. Now, some of you that may not know, you may say, well, what's an altar? An altar is a respectful way of how we show respect to our, our family members, our loved ones who passed and crossed over, even those that you may not know. And you can get pictures of them. If you don't have pictures of them, you can put their name in a picture frame or something of that sort, and you can put items and things that they like, things that they always worship. And you can even give them food. You can give them food for 3 days, 7 days, leave them some fresh water. I would say warm temperature, cool temperature, whatever may be their desire. A lot of times people put the elements of fire, earth, and air on the altar. It could be a table, just a little corner that I would say that would be restricted from anybody touching it and going towards it, because it's very sacred. You can put fruits. You can even burn ancestor money with a cauldron bowl or a safe fireproof to send money, because on the other side, they need help too. Bank notes, they need bank cards, phones, they have all of that. If you look it up on Amazon, ancestor money and necessities or whatever, you will find it to send to them or even place the money on here. What I will tell you is there's no right or wrong way to make an altar for your ancestors. So if you would like to, you can feel free to look up on Amazon. I mean, not Amazon. Look up here on YouTube and just type easy ways to make an altar, and you can see examples of how you can do it. Okay? That's for others that don't have it. Now, for Gemini, Libra, and Aquariuses that do have an altar, you need to clean your altar. I feel like this is a sign saying you need to clean it. If you haven't really got a chance of cleaning it, they're asking you, hey, take the cloth off, wash the cloth, clean that area off, give me some fresh food, some water, or send me some money. But this is giving me their ancestors are needing to connect to you, because when you help them, of course, they're going to help you and they're going to connect more towards you. But I always tell you guys to say high vibrational in front of it, because not all good ancestors are good ancestors. They will use you just for their highest good. If you think about it, it's just how some of your toxic family can be here on earth. It's the same thing. So always make sure you're putting high vibrational in front of it. Some of you can have a parent that crossed over, a grandparent that you looked up to that could be needing you right now. And this is how you communicate. The altar is a way of communicating. You can make the smallest altar, guys. You work with what you can do. You can make the smallest altar and they will be very appreciative of it, okay? For others, I'm hearing something about misplaced. I feel like some of you had an altar, but you didn't properly set it back up again. Maybe you moved or whatever that happened, but they're kind of wanting you to set it up. But I feel small. Even if you have to set it up small, they're appreciative of it, okay? So that's a very strong message to your ancestors. And when you do this, it's so beautiful. Like, to have that connection with your loved ones is very beautiful. And they look out for you too, Okay, so we have even connecting with your womb here. That's really interesting here. 15 came out and 16 came out. So I feel like these ancestors, female ancestors, will help you to connect with your womb more strongly. Some of you may suffer from fibroids, okay? And I feel like if you look up womb meditation here, you can find some healthy things to do with womb meditation that can help cure the fibroids, I'm sorry. And they even have some type of teas here. Mugwort, they have a lot of strong teas, healthy teas that can help your womb to cleanse it. I feel like this is for a female, of course, that your womb needs to be clean and replenished. Because if you don't realize it, the womb is a very powerful portal where we can manifest everything we want through our womb. But I also feel too, of course, with the womb, we hold a lot of trauma. And this can be from childhood abuse, sexual abuse here, any problems or traumas that you may have had with giving birth, or maybe some of you miscarried or, aborted, things of that sort. Your womb needs some type of healing here, okay? Or maybe some of you are, like I said, you're having a hard time to conceive. And I feel like being that this came out right with the altar, your ancestors, I feel like, wants to help you with that. I feel like they're going to be giving you some profound knowledge that's going to come towards you. Like, you make this altar, then all of a sudden you're searching up something and you find something that can help with fibroids, or or you find a holistic doctor that can help with what you're going through with your womb. Okay, but feel free to look up womb meditation as well too, because I feel that would be very beneficial. Okay, maybe that was genetic. Maybe if there's fibroids problems or cysts in the ovaries or things of that sort, that can be genetic with the family. And do remember, I'm not a doctor. I'm just speaking on a spiritual aspect of what I'm saying. It does not replace you guys getting opinions from your doctors, but I would highly suggest looking to holistic doctors as well too. I feel a lot of Native American descent in this, in African, Congo. I'm picking up a little bit from this too. Yeah, so you have meditate. Yeah, you guys definitely need to decline your energy here. There's a lot going on here. Even with womb meditation, you can meditate with the womb here as well. I feel like a lot of you need to strengthen your womb and connect to your womb as well too, the inner child. But yeah, you need to quiet the mind here, because I feel like your soul is trying to give you much needed information. Yeah, we even have here validate your past here. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of depression and stress you have around the past. Some of you can have water in your chart. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces that's listening to this read here. Look at the water signs too. But I feel like a lot of you like hold on to the past. Even looking at the books here, I feel like you may need to journal, write this. A lot of you had a lot of trauma, I feel, in your past life too. And the reason why it's coming at you hard in this generation is because it's like you're letting it all go. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I feel like this is one of your last go arounds, that you're going to be dealing with trauma when you come back into Earth's plane. For some of you, this can be your last time you're coming on Earth's plane, if you get what I mean by that. A lot of you that's really tapped in spiritual will understand what I'm saying. A lot of you have gifts to astral project too. And when you astral project, you're going to be taking care of a lot of business. So I feel like this is why Spirit's saying, hey, we got to get you in tune. You got to let go of suppressed energy here, so that you have a mission. Yeah, it says you did the best excuse me. You did the best you could. You need to feel and empathize with your past and not judge it. So I do feel some of you are in this energy here, and I feel like it has a lot to do with that womb connection. A lot of you like blame yourself a lot for a lot of things. Some things was beyond your control here. This can be about a lover, a relationship, a parent, something that could have happened to you traumatic in your past here. It's not your fault, okay? We got to let that go. Some of you also may need to speak up and stand in your power as well too. Anytime I see speak up, I think about you, Queen and King of Swords, because you're ruled by the throat chakra, I always feel, with communication. So some of you definitely need to express yourself as well too. Let it out. Whatever that you are feeling, let it out. It's something that could be definitely hurting you inside. And I definitely feel like your ancestors want to help you with that as well too. Mother figure is very strong in that. Yeah, and they're also letting you know too, like, even though this journey you on, it may be upside down and chaotic, but they want you to love your journey. They want you to be unapologetically you. Like, you're like, you know what? I've been through some twists and turns in my life, but I'm happy of who I'm becoming. What I've been through, I lived and I learned, but look where I'm at now. Like, be unapologetically you of who you are, okay? Very deep messages for you guys here. I hope this resonates for your highest good. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Have a great weekend.